Welcome back. An illegal migrant wanted in multiple states arrested this week for a cross-country high-end jewelry stealing spree. Authorities spotted the suspect's 10-year-old son, get this, wearing a $40,000 Rolex. Here to share his unique perspective is career criminal turned criminal justice advocate, Larry Lawton. Larry, thanks for joining us this morning. First of all, glad you found redemption and turned in your evil ways. And secondly, thanks for helping us figure this out and make society a better place. This is an illegal immigrant. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Thank you for having me on, Joey.
Yeah.
I think it's been a long time as being an honorary police officer and recognized by Congress. So I think redemption is still in there, though.
That's good. That's great to hear. This is a crazy story. We're talking about a 10-year-old boy, I believe, with a $40,000 watch on his wrist, an illegal immigrant going across the country and doing this thing that they call kind of gypsy. It's a gypsy tactic where one person goes in, distracts you, the other person goes in, they steal the jewelry, and they move on to another state, to another place. What is it about being an illegal immigrant that makes this even easier or maybe even more effective?
You know, first of all, I think they actually grow up learning these kind of crimes. These are hustle crimes. And what happens, Joey, is, you know, in India, where they have the call centers, they understand about call crimes. They understand about now these called obviously pickpocket crimes, distraction crimes.
Yeah.
There is a whole group. They actually go into an area, Joey, and they'll actually do the roofing scams as well.
Yep.
Right after a hurricane, they'll start signing people
Pavement
up,
scams.
start one house, do it, and then they keep going.
So when we look at this case and what President Trump's doing to crack down on crime and immigration at the same time, do you think those two things coming together are really effective, and why are they necessary for crimes like this?
Well, you know, I'll tell you what's going on right now. You don't know. I think it is going on where there's more undercover stuff happening than we know. First of all, how did they stop these people?
Okay.
I think this is just wild anyway. I don't know why the headings always makes me laugh, like illegal immigrants and illegal immigrants. Do you get? But
Yes.
the fact is, his 10-year-old son has a $40,000 wristwatch. That's what it is. When you don't work for it, when you steal, you do some stupid things. And that's the way it was caught probably. And so it is a wild story. You know, and the fact that they were doing it, they just moved along. So that way it's very hard to catch them because they get away with it and they move to the next state. Like they just migrate and move because really they have no ties to anywhere. And I think that's the way he was doing it, whatever he was doing. But it's interesting to see that at the end of the day, the law did catch up with him. And for most cases, it's just time. Do you get? I remember we made a video and we talked about something similar where we said, however the crime they are committing out there, whoever is committing crime, it just takes one officer to look at your case file and say, you know what, I have time, let me really investigate this case, and that's it. You know, because there's always going to be trial. You know, there's hardly any criminal that is 100% foolproof, like no trace, no trail, no traces. Like
Those kind of crimes are very, very rare. But more importantly is that, well, maybe not more importantly, I think they did say he was caught with stolen goods worth $400,000. He still had all those things on him. I don't know how they managed to do it. I'm trying to think about, like, how can you be so brazen that you are moving around with all those things confident? To me, it tells like this person is a career criminal. Maybe that's obviously why they invited the other guy that's now actually helping to probably catch jewelry thieves now. So the guy must have been doing it for a very long time. And the unfortunate thing about a lot of criminals that tend to do this kind of things is that, like, it seems like that's just their way of life.
Yeah.
I mean, $400,000 is enough for you to spend for a very long time.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
But they still keep doing it for whatever
And also,
reason.
I think one of the things that is just of concern to me as a person, as an immigrant here in America, is just the way this kind of stories just kind of puts, you know, immigrants in a bad light. Do you get?
Yes.
And, you know, these are people watching this from their homes, you know, who probably are yet to really have serious encounter with immigrants.
Exactly.
And so now, you know, they're going out with this suspiciousness of, you know, is this immigrant going to steal from me? Is this immigrant trying to pickpocket me? Is this from me? You know, so I think for me, that's just what, you know, this kind of story just bothers me. and and should be of concern to many who have migrated to America to for better opportunity. And there are very lots of people out here working their ass out, trying to make a better living. But just stories like this can just create roadblocks for people, and just a need for us to be aware. And it's just unfortunate what this can contribute. Can just make things a little bit harder for a lot of people.
Yeah, so it's definitely something I'm also concerned about. But also, I just want to talk about if you are here as an immigrant, especially if you met some random people, you don't know how they're making their money, just stay away. Because when they're arrested, usually they are with other immigrants. Unfortunately, they might be roped into their crime. It's possible that they don't know, however it is that they're
But they can become
crime.
accessories. That's the part that's scary. Can just become accessory for just being in the wrong place and in the wrong time. So
yes,
yeah, be on the lookout and be safe.
Yeah, so we always encourage everyone to obey the law, follow the law. We are not advocates for any kind of criminal activity. If you are in the United States illegally, we encourage you to make sure you get your documents corrected, apply for everything that you need to apply for to be able to stay legal. And please stay away from crimes. We really want to be able to advocate for immigrants all the time. I really hope that, as we are sharing our own lives too, that we're able to encourage you to be able to go out there and pursue the American dream. So for me, that's all from my side.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. And please like and subscribe to my Immigrant Diary as we bring you more updates. Bye for now.